Guys, it's great to meet you both. And Jacob, it's good to see you again. We talked at Wonder. That's still one of our most watched interviews on YouTube, the one of you and I talking at Wonder.
Really?
Yeah, people just love it. So, this movie's hilarious. I don't have to tell you that. But as I go down the line, are you even old enough to see this in the theater?
Yeah. Not legally alone. But
Not legally alone.
Yeah, technically.
Wait, is that a legal thing?
well,
The rated R thing? Is that
in
illegal?
certain states, you can't go by
I was
yourself.
thinking about that yesterday. I'm
You
like,
have to
is
be,
that
I
a
think-
legal
I
thing?
think
or can I
17, but with the parent, you can be,
Yeah.
I think, any age.
That's so weird.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
could you
like,
go
is
to
that
court and have to go to a trial just for?
Yeah, that's what I was
What'd you
thinking.
do? I went to a rated R movie. And I'm not
Yeah,
old
and they're
enough.
like,
Yeah. I don't think you'd really get in trouble from
me
that.
either.
Yeah, but if definitely for sure, if we weren't in this movie, we probably wouldn't be able to see it. But because we're in the movie, our parents are just like, yeah, you can go
You
see it
did that.
because it was you, right?
Yeah.
What did you guys think when you first read the script and you knew what you guys were going to be playing? Because you guys are perfect in these roles.
I didn't really want to do it at first.
Uh-oh.
Because, all the cussing and stuff. But then when I went in for it the first time, I was like, oh, it's just going to go by. I'm sure I'm not going to, get a call back or anything. So then I got a call back, and I was used to it by then, So it was
But
just normal.
that's kind of your character,
Yeah,
actually.
actually.
Now that I think about it, that's kind of like your character.
Yeah.
What do your friends think about you guys being in this movie?
My friends love it. They want to see it so bad. They've seen the trailer. They watch it every time they're around me. I'm like,
Yeah, my friends are just like, I'm totally gonna see that. It's gonna be great. And I'm like, no, please don't see that. It's gonna rot your brains. And they're just like, oh, don't worry about it. I see R-rated movies all the time. I'm like a big boy. I'm like, no, it's really not just a normal R-rated movie. It's pretty insane. You're gonna want to hold out on this one for a while.
Do you guys have a favorite scene? Because my favorite scene that you guys did, I'm not ruining anything, there's a highway scene.
Oh yeah.
How did you film that?
Well, most
we
of
were
it is-
at, sorry.
No, you're not.
No, go ahead. I keep doing that. Okay.
No, you're good, you're
It
good.
was- most of the stuff was CGI, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it was just really good CGI. I think the editors did a great job on that. But really, when we were running across, they would tell us stop, go back, and we'd just be like, and pretend like you're dodging a car, and that's basically how they are, and they fit it into where we were.
We were at I forgot what they're called.
Oh, and then the
An
compression.
airport. We were at an airport. That's what it's called.
No,
But how did I forget what an
racetrack.
It was a racetrack.
I thought it was an airport. That's what they told me. It was
And
an
then
airport.
there was the
Yeah, it was
compression chamber that shot the CPR.
Oh,
doll
yeah,
out.
Oh
we saw
yeah,
it, yeah.
that was really funny.
That was like we weren't on set at that time, but we were in the back watching it. It was really cool.
Yeah.
All right, before I head out, you said something about Texas when I walked in. So you're from Texas?
Yes, I was born and raised in Mansfield, Texas.
I know exactly where that is. Yeah, I used to work in Dallas.
Really?
That's cool.
That's cool, yeah. My
Wow.
dad drives past Dallas every time he goes to work.
Because there's so much in common already.
Awesome.
See a friendship forming.
I'll
What's
be
your
in the
number?
sequel, maybe. Congratulations, guys. You did a fantastic job, and
you so
I loved
much.
it. So
Thank
cool.
you.
Guys, it's great to meet you both. Congratulations. This movie's hilarious.
Thank you so much.
I want to know, though, how much of your own childhood was included in the,
Kind of a shot-by-shot remake of our childhood.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, did you rely on a lot of,
Well, this was before Google. We grew up before Google.
Okay.
So we were pretty clueless too. But Lee found some sex toys when he was younger. That's true.
I did.
What?
My friend. I was at my friend's house, and he said, "You want to come upstairs and see this?" And so took me to his parents' bedroom. I won't say who it was, although I'm tempted. And we pulled out his parents' sex toys. I had no idea what they were, and that was something I've been telling Gene that story for years. And then we had to build an entire movie around it to actually finally get it done.
Because as I'm watching this, it kind of has it reminded me some things. I'm not going to say what. It wasn't that. It reminded me of my childhood. And I'll just tell you, the sneak into the beers and things like that.
Yeah.
I didn't steal anything, but I just these kids are brats. And but it's kind of a mischievous, but every kid's, that's how kids are. You kept it real is what I'm saying.
Good.
Kids are brats. Kids are brats.
They really are. And everybody always says, this generation is worse than the last. They say that every generation.
No,
I
right.
think they've been saying this
They're all the same.
since like 1900. Directorial debut. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
What was it like to just work with this incredible cast?
it was. We always talk about how it's very. The issues on this movie are different from you'd have with adult actors. So you wouldn't have like Daniel Day-Lewis is in Time Out, because he was mean to his sibling or something. So it was.
And then the kids weren't like did not leave their trailers. They understand. This is like school to them. Their parents are there. They have homework. They have to remember their lines.
Yeah.
How did you pitch this to the parents? Like when you're meeting with the parents and you're going over the script with them, how did those meetings go?
We got him drunk. Then made him sign something.
No, I think everyone kind of knew what they were signing up for. So everyone. Jacob read the script first, and we Skyped with Jacob's parents, and we were kind of nervous that they were going to start giving us the litany of hey, this scene obviously can't go, and he doesn't say this for this reason, and they were just like, we think it's really funny. He hasn't done a comedy yet. We really want him to do a comedy.
He nailed it.
And he loved it, and yeah, he's fantastic.
They all did. Walk me through the pitch for this film. When you're meeting with okay, you're smiling.
Well, we for this one we actually wrote. We didn't pitch it. But I mean, I say to people all the time, I say it's Superbad with 12-year-olds. That's the kind of the shortest pitch of it.
It's like the
world's shortest road trip. We say
live action South Park.
I thought of that
Yeah.
as I'm watching that. I'm a huge South Park fan, even to this day, because it's kind of changed over the years.
Yeah.
We could give you that. Seth Rogen is also one of the producers on the movie, and I want to know. I've interviewed him several times. He's a nut. I love that dude.
Yeah.
But he's out there. Tell me about those meetings as you guys are all together writing this out, figuring out the plot and stuff like that, the storyline. How did those meetings go with Seth Rogen?
It's pretty much what you'd expect. He has that laugh that everyone knows. He does that a lot, and he's just really quick. I mean, he's pitching. He was kind of stress testing the script a lot, and he it was also trying to find like more of an emotional center. I think that was probably his. I mean, it's a huge contribution, but I think that was something we talked a lot about with him, which we didn't expect. We thought it was just gonna be like, oh, like he's gonna pitch jokes or something.
Right. Before I leave, I have to thank you guys for putting Asia, heat of the moment, in the movie. I was a little kid. My mom could tell you that story. I used to call this record shop. Are the Asia T-shirts in? Are they? So when it started in the movie, I went, dude, rock and roll.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
First question out of the chute.
Yes.
What did you think when you read this script? Because I just saw the movie and I was howling.
Yeah.
This movie is hilarious. This is like a modern day Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
It's raw. It's real. Mm-hmm. But when you read the script, what were you thinking?
I was just laughing really hard. And I got sent it, but also my really good guy friend who's my age had texted me about it, and he was like, you need to read the script. I've never connected to something so much about male friendship at that time. And so I read it and I just thought it was super funny, and then I Skyped with Lee and Gene and I was excited to be a part of it.
How did you get through some of these scenes, filming,
Yeah.
keeping a straight face?
Yeah.
Because you in particular have some hilarious scenes
Yeah.
with the kids. We'll
Yeah.
call them kids, young people.
Young people, yeah.
How did you get through? It's funny. I mean,
Yeah, no, I'm useless. I break all the time. You have to cut around me. I laugh all the time. Yeah, I'm honestly useless.
But do you go to a different place? Do you think of maybe not getting the Christmas present you wanted?
Yeah,
Something,
totally,
that
yeah.
inspiration, because
Totally.
your facial expressions don't
I
change.
had to be I think because I just get to be very monotoned and just angry throughout the film, I could just try to stay in that dark zone. But no, that scene in the kitchen when Brady's talking about how he's had sex, I'm surprised that I was even in that scene and they didn't have to cut me out of it because I was laughing so hard.
That was my next question. Do you have a favorite scene?
Yeah, that scene is so funny. The parking lot scene with the drone, Keith went on this whole improv about how he was so mad that he had to walk all the way to the parking lot and his legs were tired, and that also didn't make it because I probably laughed the whole time. So anytime the kids were just yelling at me, I thought it was funny.
So let's talk about working with the co-stars.
Yeah.
I've interviewed Jacob before, and I found out one of the kids is from Texas, which was cool.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, but what was it like to have an ensemble like that you're working in? Because you really, there's a couple of times it looks like you're scolding them.
Yeah.
You really scared them, by the way.
Yeah.
Several times.
Yeah.
But what was it like working with the ensemble?
They were lovely and just a very different energy. I've only really worked with people my own age or with people older, so it was definitely different to be the adult on set. Yeah.
What kind of direction did your directors give you, as far as your director give you?
They were just really collaborative, and and open, but also, yeah, I think they found that the humor came in Hannah's like dryness. So the more that I just didn't give them anything, like I think the funny came from that.
There were some things, and I'll just tell you, I've been trying to keep it a secret because
Yeah.
Mom's here,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she saw the movie, and she loved it. But the scene, I didn't do anything bad, but like we used to like sneak beers.
Of
and
course.
we'd hide them in the woods, and then
Of
when I saw
course.
that in the film, kind of, I was like, okay, this. But is there anything that kind of took you back to like early childhood?
Definitely.
I don't. You don't have to do confessions.
No,
if
no,
you
no,
don't
it's
want to.
fine. Just them, like the fact that they take one sip of beer and they're like, I'm already drunk. I totally did that in like 8th grade. Had one sip of beer and I was like, I'm wrecked. How will I go on with this day? Yeah, that I connected with that.
You know what? That makes 2 of us.
Great.
Doing that when we were younger.
Yeah.
Cool.
Never had a beer since.